Let's go guys, balik lagi bersama gue Pire. Kali ini kita bakalan push divisi eFootball lagi ya guys, gaskan guys. Yang pengen pakai media share bingung gitu guys, susah bahasa ini. Linknya mana ya anjing? Kan link on link. Halo, monem. Bukan link ininya, link mananya ya anjing? Target ya. Linknya mana ya anjing? Oh ini cuy, tribe. Sama saja dong guys. Oh liar guys, kiri guys dah. Cuak. Gila, malam lost guys, dah ilah. Pak. Bisa lost sedikit beradak ya. Benar rumah lagi. Oh, oke nih guys. Cool pochre. Desidere. Oh, non hakçı. Xabi Alonso 4-2-2-2. Double down.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out to the left flank. And it's Kukcu. Shifted into the flank.
Anjing kok.
Xabi Alonso. And here's Alvarez. He's looking wide. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Alvarez.
It's a pretty loose pass. That pass surprised everyone, and in a good way. Nuno Mendes. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. To McAllister.
Nuno Mendes.
McAllister. Rijkaard. Baresi. And it's Sneijder. Looking to play him in. Good read, needed to be.
Sneijder.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Kukcu. Van Dijk. Kukcu. Kimmich. Van Dijk. Kukcu. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Lee Kang-in. And it's Xabi Alonso. And here's Alvarez. That has been slung wide. And he was alert to it. Ball played for Rijkaard. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rijkaard.
And here's Vinicius Junior. He has found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Baresi. Neymar. Baresi. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Xabi Alonso. Kukcu. Spread it left. Now it's Hazard. And it's Hazard. Spread out to the left. And it's Kukcu. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the shot's on him. Alvarez!
Nice.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Anjing.
Neymar.
Dihabak cu.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Nice interception, well timed. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Kukçu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out to the left it goes. Alvarez. And it's Xabi Alonso.
Alvarez.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance! Taken with style. And once more we are all square.
Blunder, pandai.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
In the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
1-1.
Barcelona kick off the second half. Cannavaro. Adams.
Goblok tolol bet.
Now it's McAllister. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, important interception.
Taken win style.
Kukçu. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
That's positional goals. The utilisation of space.
Anjing nakadinya goblok.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nuno Mendes. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press.
Schneider.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Great
ball, and he's in here. McAllister is flagged offside. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Where it
Robertson.
can go.
That's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good ball out wide. Xabi Alonso.
Anjing pak.
Driven forward. Now he's off and running.
Lee Kang In.
Chiellini. Robertson is always looking to play quality balls. So we've reached the hour mark.
Lee
Van
Kang
Dijk.
In.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nicely weighted ball.
Anjing.
Schneider looking understandably energised after his goal. Kukçu. Rijkaard.
Kukçu.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's in a great position here.
Anjing pak.
Neymar. Schneider. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nicely spread. And no, that was never going to make it. Chiellini. Works it forward.
Chiellini.
Now it's Hazard. And it's Kukçu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Over to the left. It's a promising position.
Anjing pak.
Cannavaro gets it away.
Lat tendang cu.
And here's Hazard. Kukçu. Alonso. Passes short and
Anjing.
sharp.
Lemah cu.
Neymar. Knocks it into space. Neatly clipped into space. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Reaction.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Well read. The danger is averted. Shapes to
Nice,
shoot.
boss.
They've scored! Into the lead once more. And that will surely go
Into the
down
lead
as one of
once
the
more.
easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly
Boleh
exposed.
dibangun di
You
RW.
don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Dure.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give
Lee
the manager a
Kang.
real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field. Number 6. Park Ji-sung.
And it's Neymar.
Number 18.
And here's Vinicius
Messi.
Junior. Not to play it back. Played out wide.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Very cool.
Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And it's Valverde.
Goblok shit.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Pelanggaran anjing.
Vinicius Junior. Messi. Valverde.
Anjing, salah bos.
Just 5 minutes left. Vinicius Junior touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And it's De Bruyne.
Valverde.
Very much into the last knockings. Now it's Vinicius Junior. De Bruyne chips it through. Brilliantly cut out.
Barcelona
Bruyne.
really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw
Ah,
everything
tolong
forward
anjing, gak ada
and give themselves a chance to
speednya
draw
Mbak
level.
Jisi cu.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. That pass isn't the best.
Nice.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
And if you do have a chance today,
How would you
please
sum up?
Alvarez. Jeremy Doku. Alias kurang kepake guys ini. Lagi jerek kucingnya guys. Mark Aliester. 3-2. Coba 5 tuh di bantu kedua guys 5-3-2 RB Beckenber anjas. Beckenber sorry Beckenber.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
And that has been clubbed away. Looking for options for movement. An uncompromising challenge. Rijkaard makes the interception.
Fuck.
Henderson. Manchester United finding their passes.
Pirlo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Xavi Alonso, passing is crisp and sharp, and he's forced to go back. Kimmich, that's Rijkaard, nicely spread. Lee Kang in, passes short and sharp. Chiellini, nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Great ball if he can get there. Van Nistelrooy unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Xavi Alonso, and it's Kimmich. Rijkaard played out to the right. Kupchu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Xavi Alonso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Kupchu.
Anjing. Pada kemana goblok?
Pass somewhat off target.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Anjing salah bos.
Can he get it through? He saw the danger and he went crashing in.
Anjing.
Goes for a shot! They would have been quick to recover this.
Fuck, blunder mulu guys, anjing.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting the...
And the shot!
Anjing.
Goal! Manchester United! The breakthrough strike!
Diputer, cok.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Real development.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
Mateus.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Jar, sabar Jar.
Now it's Rooney. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Pirlo. Oh, that's a
Anjing.
foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a
Pirlo,
yellow card.
cuk.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Pirlo
Diri
taking
si
charge of the
anjing.
dead ball. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Anjing.
Tremendous from Pirlo. A finish
Fuck,
of
yes.
true
Ah.
class. And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, that is a
Pirlo,
bit special.
Well, he made it look
Jika bawah
effortless,
gitu gimana sih, guys,
clearly a
anjing?
training ground perfectionist.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Pirlo.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Laid out to the left flank, back into the middle,
Anjing.
and he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Hazard. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Hazard. Pirlo does well
Oh,
to
shit.
get it back.
Anjing belum out dong.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to
And
second guess
Milson.
yourself.
And this is
Aduh,
Hazard.
anjing babul itu.
Kaka. He's going to be disappointed with that. We've got 5 minutes till half time.
Anjing turam.
Messi. Jordan Henderson could
Curang.
move up a gear here. Driving on and making good progress. He has found the way through.
Mas kayak sekali
Well,
bos.
the defence just about
Anjing
came
gak ada
out on
antengahnya
top,
dong.
but they were certainly tested.
Tai bos.
Now it's
There will be
Alvarez.
1 minute added time.
Anjing sudah dapat gitu cuy anjing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And we've reached half time.
Beckenbauer,
Strong opinions on
Beckenbauer.
the first half.
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the
Salah guys,
adversity.
goblok.
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Lee
So
Kangin.
off we go once more.
Number 9.
I think it'll be
Lee
fascinating
Kangin.
to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Number 17. Federico Valverde.
Anjing.
Number 6.
Lambat
Get
gitu
that
eh.
clear. And it's Robertson. Nice sequence of passes this. Oh, it's a promising shoots!
Anjing masih dapat dong.
Ferdinand.
Anjing.
Henderson has been caught there. It's a foul. Yellow or red? It
Aduh.
is red. Well, there may be some
Ngalangan,
scope for
guys,
debate
pemain
over
teh.
the
Aduh,
seriousness of the
astagfirullah.
offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Too much on it,
Tai
and
guys
that is
lah.
an easy claim for the keeper. And that has put paid to that.
Easy gila. Easy gila.
Park Ji-sung. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, there was an
Anjing.
element of promise
Operan
insofar
apa
as
itu,
they
Cuk?
kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's Park Ji-sung.
Anjing jarang
Well,
pelanggarannya
the
game
way
guys
this
anjing.
game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
He's a sharp little ball
Wah,
here.
fuck.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The
Oh.
final ball was very poor.
Very
And
simple.
that's put paid to a promising move. Chiellini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Park Ji-sung.
Anjing jar.
It's not gone well. Jordan Henderson. Mateus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Owen.
Robertson. Park Ji-sung. Chiellini.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Wah, tidak ada
Well,
larinya
he was
tuh
clearly
Alvarez.
disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rooney. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Aduh.
Pirlo looking understandably energised after his goal.
Rooney.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Yang sulit,
Right,
oi.
Robertson. Azar. Alvarez. Aims beyond the defence. Showing good feet.
Aduh.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Azar. Azar.
Anjing.
Rooney. Van Nistelrooy.
Anjing.
And he's managed to get free.
Tipu mulu ya guys. Pak.
Van Dijk. Kaka. Strokes it back. Manchester United looking to pass their way through.
Van de Zik.
And here's Pirlo.
Offset
That
shit.
is a good ball to find him.
Anjing, Pak.
Robertson. Hops for safety. Sung.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that
Wah,
might
kenapa
be
di sprint
difficult
sih
to
Jar
do.
anjing.
Now it's Rooney. Pirlo. Kaka. Manchester United finding their passes. Mateus, the man synonymous with solidity. The final 5 minutes.
Mateus.
And it's Robertson. Azar.
Wah, anjing.
Ferdinand. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Jar ngalamun wajar
Now
itu
it's
nih.
Rooney.
Aduh, anjing.
Now it's Pirlo. Oh, he's burst through. And Van Nistelrooy!
Goblok. Acak-acak gini guys.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Lihat
Here
banget
is a defeat,
anjing,
but
bukan
they
mercuk.
hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty.
Beken ber. Kalau jadi meta guys sama kayak Pelo anjing, tai lah. Beken ber. Masih kurang enak aja sentuhan gue guys, tai lah. Beken ber. Jelek banget ya di pin gue guys anjing. Kalau kecolongan loh. Bapak Haji guys.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb
Frank
defender who
Rijkaard.
became an iconic midfield anchorman.
Score a remarkably good
Anjing.
strike rate, actually.
Very true,
Gak
just
lolos
another
hajarnya,
level
Cuk.
of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Well-timed
Anjing, boleh buat.
interception. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. To Alvarez!
Fuck anjing.
Probing pass.
Offset shit.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's certainly onside here.
Gile gak offset anjing.
Clear, it is a foul.
Merah nih guys.
It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration.
Anjing.
That is quite wonderful. About
Jago
as
si
smooth
anjing.
as it gets.
Belum siap
Oh,
guys
that is a bit
anjing.
special.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the game's
Aduh,
first significant
anjing. Salah,
moment,
bos.
and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Anjing.
Kukcu. Now it's Alvarez.
Salah anjing ke atas lah. Ah, fuck.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball.
Great chance! It's a goal!
Goblok dicip mulu
And
guys.
that's it again, in double
Anjing.
quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to
Sabar
the
tuh,
reality of
guys.
modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Dani
Well,
Olmo.
their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal
Anjing.
coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Sia cuk.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Salah guys
Neymar.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to
Neymar.
risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. That ball looks a good one. Great on the finish!
Anjing.
Oh, that was a
Mantap, Cok.
brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for
Al
either side
Nassr.
actually. Xabi Alonso with the short one.
Anjing lolos goblok.
And the shot! Brilliant save from Donnarumma!
Gile
That
Neymar.
was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner
Sorry
of the
guys ya,
game.
aduh udah cukup guys.
They've played it short.
Dani Olmo.
Look at the space. He's having a shot.
Ayo,
It's
cooler
removed.
bos.
Who's going to get there? And now a sudden chance to counter. That is a
Offset
great kick out.
cooler.
Alvarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Offset
Mbappe,
cooler.
Robertson looking to get on the end of this. Kukçu. This looks promising. And it's Kukçu. Rijkaard.
Oh, Messi.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Howson calmly anticipates. Half an hour played now. Looking tidy in possession here.
Really taken ball.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Hazard. Threads one in.
Ah,
That's an
kurang cok.
excellent interception. Dani Olmo. Searching past his
Dani
play
Olmo.
there. Oh, that was vital. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they
Dani
make something
Olmo.
happen now? Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Dani Olmo looking for a runner.
Dani Olmo.
Xavi Alonso. Some good work on the right flank here. Ball played for Rijkaard. Hazard. And it's Hazard.
Iya anjing
Well, that's
salah
well
bos.
seen too. Well, there's your danger man. A title that is entirely justified. Kukçu. Rijkaard. Lee Kang in. He's a sharp little ball here.
Lee Kang in.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Anjing masih dapat.
He's found a way through. Xavi Alonso. And it's half-time here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Aduh, kemana gameplay gue guys? Kaku gini cok. Bingung gitu nih.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they
Shit,
can't afford to
anjing.
get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Anjing.
It's hit
Goblok.
the upright. Neymar. And it's Xavi
Neymar.
Alonso. Now he's got space here. Oh, delightful ball. Mbappe is on his shapes to shoot.
Kenapa agak
Just
maju?
cruising.
Aduh.
They are cruising. And they are
Baik, guys lah.
pulling clear here. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They
It's
really should have picked him up
crazy.
sooner.
A case now of complete control. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? He scored! So smooth. A signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was
Big
played
net
so
to
intelligently
finish.
and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, Peter, just see here
Is
how
the
a lot of the attacking
comeback.
players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Ribery. Gives it back.
Modern football for
Anjing.
you and all that pressing.
Bahkan
He
mah
has
goblok.
slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thinks about the shot. And he's gone backward. And a chance!
Anjing bak.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's an imaginative pass. And it's made its way to him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Just how many?
Well played,
Anjing.
that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Mbappe. That has been cut short.
Salah anjing bak.
Ambitious
Offside
ball
shit.
here. Good ball over the top. Mbappe!
Anjing.
It's hit the crossbar. No mistake.
Goblok.
Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Cipball
That's
terus si
really good
anjing.
anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the
Fabregas
ball would
main
be
counter
and
gitu
where he
anjing
needed
guys.
to put himself.
Al Nassr grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Eric Garcia. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely
Eric
weighted ball.
Garcia.
No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso.
Tuh anjing.
Nice interception.
Cipball terus cok.
Positioning was
Long ball
spot
terus si
on.
anjing.
Robertson. Hazard. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Forlan.
Anjing bingung cuk.
Looking for the run. Shoots! It's there!
Sabar guysnya.
That was as close to certain
Yang
as
kena
can be.
counter mulu
His
anjing
manager
dah.
couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Long bar terus bro anjing.
And now he has two.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Xabi
So,
Alonso.
just a consolation,
Number
or is there a
22.
way back from here?
Kukcu.
Passing
Coming on
is
the field.
crisp and sharp.
Number 18. Messi.
Now it's
Number
Forlan.
17.
And it's
Federico
Ribery.
Valverde. Number
Eric
Anjing,
Garcia
nggak diputar gitu,
wins
bos.
the duel this time.
Substitution
Robertson.
in progress.
That's Park Ji-sung. Messi. And here's Forlan.
Aduh, dicongkel cuk.
McAllister is always looking to break lines. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given.
Long ball
Penalty.
terus si anjing.
And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To
Ente
further
guys ya.
improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a
Pakai dege ya
blink.
si anjing
A
kalau nonton
picture
guys.
of confidence that was never missing.
So now the
Fabregas,
difference
anjing.
is 3.
Fabregas main counter goblok.
Messi. Now it's Ribery. And this is Forlan. And he's lost his man here.
Anjing. Tai guys ya.
Eric Garcia. And Mateus. That'll be a throw.
Terbante guys, molong bal counter guys.
McAllister. Rijkaard.
4 added minutes has been
And here's
indicated.
Mbappe. He's picked his way through.
Bola sih
Now the
atuh.
ball's come loose. And he lines up a... Oh, what a climb! He will be livid with himself.
Long bal
Robertson.
counter.
Up Sung. Messi. Eric Garcia.
Ribery
spots
kenapa
it
ngelamun gitu
and
dia ini?
intercepts. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Kimmich.
Oh, ente guys.
And that will be the final act. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and...
Lee Kang In. Kimmich masa CB guys ini. LMF, RMF. Ya udah kayak gini tuh guys ya. Aduh. Tiga, 2, 4, 1. Bener banget guys, dengan rumah teh guys, tai lah. Kita eksperimen dulu guys, sebelum season baru guys, tai lah. Melihat banget Divisi 2 anjing. Ih, kenapa gak bawa sini ya guys? Di Marco anjing alami apa guys? Tai lah. Oh ini ada guys di Marco guys. Biar ada OPDD di crossingnya guys. Kenapa gak bawa Tecameni anjing? Beckenbauer. Lagi akan main guys, lasik
What a
lagi guys.
sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Pasti
The
terus
fans
anjing
have
dari
pulled out
semalam
all the
cuy.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Beckenbauer.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Reece James, has been given
Timmy
two tasks here: to drive at and to beat people. Then delivering quality balls into the box, often played early and unpredictable. The other being to join in with the high press when playing on the front foot. He's a terrific talent.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both
Ih,
ends.
salah di Marco dah.
That's Park Ji-sung. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passes short and sharp. Park Ji-sung looking to run onto it.
Park Ji-sung.
Xavi Alonso, and it's Messi. Nicely spread. Valverde. That's Rijkaard. Messi.
Valverde.
Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out to the left flank. He's got away. Hazard. And he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that.
Quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Ada rawan juga guys, 3 back kayaknya.
Chiellini. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And he's been shifted off it. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Anjing, kenapa out aing guys? Lee Kang In.
Throw it.
Ih, anjing bodoh.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Tuh atas tuh, kosong tuh.
Still goalless at the moment. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Verbruggen chooses to deal with it himself. Distributed tidily. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played back in. Oh, it's a promising build-up. This plenty of really nice passing.
Ball watching dah anjing
There's a
main.
beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Sama-sama ball watching.
Threads one in. Aimed beyond the defence. Played in by Park Ji-sung. Azar. And it's DiMarco.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Dimarco.
Messi. Played out towards the right wing. Now it's Alvarez.
Anjing.
Prachua
Galak, bos.
look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Anjing.
Played back into the centre. Pass is just off target. Lookman is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ih,
That was a period
anjing,
of possession
tolol
which
Messi
carried
ini.
just about no threat at all. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi.
Yang benar aja tuh bos.
Either
Apa
side
tuh, bos?
giving way. It has been tight.
Anjing.
Lookman. He's in plenty of space here. Nice defending, physical and effective. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Ah, Rodri, Pak.
We expected better, and so did he. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky
Dapat
feet.
terus guys anjing Rodri.
And it cuts out the supply. Van Dijk. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. Looking to play him in.
Ah, anjing goreng cok.
Courtois claims comfortably. Xabi Alonso gets over it. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly
Goreng
hasn't
enak
been
gini,
for
guys,
the lack of
anjing.
trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the
Crispy
team as a
banget,
whole
anjing,
has to take
bukannya
more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals,
Feris.
and he's managed to gets his head on it!
Anjing.
There it is!
Pak.
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again. But
Oh,
while it
ano
doesn't
acu.
necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
Nggak bisa guys, 3 back guys.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit
Bahaya,
on the
anjing.
counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Dimarco.
Substitution.
Bekenber.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Prachua are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose.
Oh, shooting chance! Fallen! That is a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Absolute gem.
That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Forlan demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really...
Terrific header!
Mau
not the
crossing
best of
lagi
headers.
kah Manisted?
Rijkaard. DiMarco. Van Dijk.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Lepas tuh.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Searching pass he's played there.
Lie back.
Kimmich. Valverde. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
The attendance for this
Pass is
match
coming
was
off in quick succession here. That's been
28,997.
intercepted. 60 minutes played. Haaland. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Haaland.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Anjing pak.
Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Hazard.
Ih
The most
anjing.
accurate pass. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Driving on and making good progress. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Blok.
Well,
Tolol
Peter, when you're
guys.
up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into a stride, and they're just not doing that.
Park Ji-sung's cross. Oh, important interception. Valverde
Anjing pak.
to Messi. It's a good ball out wide. Now, can they get him
Messi.
away? Park Ji-sung. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
So Messi. Rizkak.
Rijkaard. Kimmich.
Pada kemana anjing ini?
Valverde. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's found a way through. Oh, what a climb!
Anjing.
It's hit the upright.
Tai.
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Valverde. Passing is crisp and sharp. Into the last quarter of an hour. And this is Forlan. And he's intervened well there. It's a really well-measured ball. It's Park Ji-sung.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain
Pak
the energy and
Ji-sung.
dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Hazard. Looking for the run. And he shoots! Off the post!
Pak anjing.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That pass isn't the best. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Anjing.
Sticks it away.
Hoki benar, cok.
And they've got their lead back. And he's only too
yes.
grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer.
Blunder
but
mulu
the
guys,
keeper
serang
should
per mulu
have
guys.
done a lot better.
Hari-hari blunder guys.
Substitution in progress.
Final checks on the touchline. A change
Substitution.
about to occur. Prachuap go into the lead.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Into the last 5 minutes.
Anjing. Pak.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely weighted ball. Park Ji-sung picks it up out wide. Rijkaard.
Ah, kenapa gitu, cuk?
I thought it was going to
Lepasnya, Cuk.
happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rafinha. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. He's there
Anjing,
to belt it away
dapat benar
and
cuk.
claimed it back swiftly. And Rafinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Ah, tai.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down.
Gila guys, hari ini aduh parah ya. Bang, lebih mantep FC nama atau eFootball. Kalau cari gameplay sih eFootball guys. Ya cuman gitu ya, lisensinya ini dikit. Ngeri banget guys counternya anjing. Bahkan anjing. Beken ber. Macam ini aing cuk. Yang tidak punya back lagi guys anjing. Gue doang anjing. blocker apa pakai 2 ancormen ya guys. Mati aing mana cuy, biar ada fenomenal passingnya bos. Lost streak guys, aduh tai. Mana guys cara lawan lawan Beckenbauer anjing. Dapat bener cu. Lawan bisa 1 lagi nih. Udah malah lost streak, lagi lost streak guys. Ketemu sama divisi 1 nih. Santai bos, santai bos. Capek lo. Kiper paling bagus Alisson mangko dipakai itu. Kiper tuh ya bos, Alisson, jadi gak perlu yang lain. Siap nanti ya guys.
So bring it on. Height, expectation,
Soalnya gue liat rating anjing.
The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Bener mah ketai anjing.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have
Waduh,
cited him as
anjing,
the greatest. He's
counter.
one-on-one, surely. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the
Goblok.
spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Merah kah guys?
The major moment in the game.
Anjing.
1-0, never any doubt.
Tai baru ada counter
Not
anjing.
much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set
salah
himself
bos.
up for quite a comfortable finish.
Counter lagi mas,
The
anjing.
game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Sabar mas.
Now it's Alvarez. Now it's
Lee
DiMarco.
Kang in.
Xavi Alonso. This interception, his
anjing,
positioning
Carlos
was
Puyol.
spot on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Lee Kang in.
Out to the right. Valverde. He's got away.
Mana ini?
Oh, it's played into the... Alvarez!
Gabut Alvarez
And
guys.
that is wildly off target.
Gabut Alvarez guys ini. DiMarco.
Valverde.
Aduh.
Now he's got space here. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Alvarez.
Kimmich. Well played. That
Anjing,
has
dirap
snuffed
terus,
out
cu.
the danger. Great vision. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it?
Van
He's got
Basten.
down, but the referee just
salah
tells him
anjing.
to get back up again.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rijkaard. Rijkaard
Sulit banget,
producing a
anjing.
good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. DiMarco tries to play it through. DiMarco,
Ih anjing, bingung cu.
good looking ball. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mateus can see things others simply
Aduh
cannot.
anjing.
McAllister, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. It's a searching pass.
Yellow card.
Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he... There's the shot! Goal!
Tai, lolos mulu anjing.
A two-goal lead,
Fuck
and
this, yeah.
they're firmly in control. The movement so
ready,
precise,
Pistol. Ini mah,
the
guys.
finish
Anjing.
sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not
Anjing.
push on and totally kill this off?
Tertubruk bos.
Short changes him with that pass. Can he get on the end of this?
Anjing, boleh.
Triol gets good distance on it. Now it's Kimmich. Valverde. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Alvarez!
Nah, golazo kan.
Magnificent from Alvarez! A finish right from the top draw.
Oh, counter ya guys. Tai lah
The
counter.
game takes on a whole new complexion. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
This is threatening to become a
Ini build up
really
seru
good game.
guys.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for
Tuh
grabs.
anjing.
Rijkaard is
Melu
always
Gusto.
looking to break lines. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time.
Anjing gak lolos,
He was
cok.
clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Kimmich. We've got 5 minutes till half-time.
Anjing gak kena, cok.
It's just beyond his reach.
Kirain mode berapa, Mang? Wah, pakai mulu guys ini.
Chiellini. Xavi Alonso.
20 anjing.
Kimmich. And here's Alvarez. Oh, it's a promising build
Bingung
up.
anjing dia
There's
peran
plenty
tuh.
of really nice passing. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Minutes has been indicated.
Robertson. And it's Valverde. Looking for
Valverde.
options for movement. Now it's Kimmich.
Anjing gak lolos, cok, tai.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive
Oke,
game
mulu,
with
guys,
neither
ini.
team truly in control.
Poin sumpah
A
dah.
single goal the difference at half-time. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means
Gue
convincing.
pengen nekerin itu guys, yang
Manager
eFootball
can't
poin yang
go too easy
pink,
on his players here. I think they need
pengen
to
si Oyar
re-establish that
Jabal
focus and try to
yang
lift the focus.
defend forward.
They want a good start to the second half.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all
Line
about how
forward.
to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible,
Wah, salah
but without
anjing.
leaving yourself too open.
Rijkaard. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there.
Terlalu lama
And Dijk
majunya.
gets across to intercept that.
Goblok.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Pelanggaran anjing
Robertson
ngebuka.
is
Tolol
one
gitu.
whose deliveries we all know about. Rijkaard.
Favorit
Good pressure
anjing.
just hounded him off it. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Oyar
The most
Jabal
accurate
salah.
pass. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. That's tidy. Flashes it across.
Mbappe.
DiMarco. Well, they are still trailing and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Xavi
Masalahnya
Alonso.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Great ball if he can get there. Here's a
Goblok.
corner, good chance.
Nama apa dia guys ini?
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Chance to deliver.
Anjing.
Triol clears it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Fuck anjing.
Well, that's well spotted. Threads one in. Cute ball
Baik
now.
pas,
How can he
bos.
reach it? For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. DiMarco
Nunggu bola ditunggu anjing
looking to
tolol.
play him in. Oh, good take and a good air. Takes a shot. He has done
Why
it.
guys? Why guys? Bola ditonton gitu anjing Rizky.
What a super goal.
That's just clever.
Oh,
He
but
made the
anjing
keeper
guys.
think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Very nice banget sih. Bola ditonton guys. Aduh anjing.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Lautaro Matthäus.
So the lead now is 2.
Number 17.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy
Coming
about.
on the field.
Saliba
Aduh,
cuts out the pass.
Messi.
Mbappe chasing after it.
Hazard.
It's not an especially good pass, that. He's through, now is he in?
Substitution in
He
progress.
welcomes it in.
Bodohnya.
Look at the space here. And the finish! Relentless!
Tai, anjing.
Just relentless!
4-1 guys.
And they are cruising away. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Relentless.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Anjing.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, they're very much the better team at the
Sana
moment,
guys,
Peter,
go
and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He can run onto that. That was
Bola
good
shit.
alertness.
That's going in strongly.
Robertson. Azar. Rafinha. Saliba promptly
boss.
onto that, and that is that. McAllister.
Relentless.
Passing is crisp and
Relentless.
sharp. Rafinha. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Robertson. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
So good.
Howson
Enten guys.
looking for the run. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Fuck anjing.
Messi. Now it's
Meso.
Aubameyang.
Meso.
Kimmich calmly anticipates. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no
No
less.
more.
Has
No
been
less.
indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Distributed tidily. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tai
That is
goblok.
as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
Anjir, bisa 3 lagi guys. Oh belum deh anjing. Lautaro Matthäus. Biasanya enak loh seperti 3-2-1 anjing. Push kiri ya guys, ini mah guys. Tai lah. Pabuel ya. Gila 5311 anjir. Well play bro. Alisson Brako. Jelek banget guys, edipin gue guys, asli guys.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Fuck shit bro.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dani Olmo. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here.
Dani Olmo.
Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. And it's Rijkaard. To Hazard. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Xavi Alonso. Dani Olmo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Nice-looking ball. Let's cut it out. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. Alvarez. Kukçu. Robertson. Kukçu. Van Dijk.
Robertson.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rudiger.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Dani Olmo. Chiellini did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Kimmich. And it's Xabi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Alvarez. Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. Tonali. Here's Rodri.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Roberto Carlos. Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Threads one in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. Rafinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rijkaard.
Raikkonen.
Kimmich. Half an hour played now. And Rafinha. Kukçu. Xavi Alonso. That's gone loose. And it's Olmo. And he's forced to go back.
And it's all.
He's caught him there, it's a free kick. Played back to the goalkeeper. Kimmich. And Rafinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a great position here. And he was alert to it. And he's heaved it away. Beckenbauer. Can he latch onto this?
Anjing. Tak dapet cuk.
And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Rafinha.
Rafinha.
Xavi Alonso doing full tilt down the left.
Salah anjing.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Rafinha. El Hadji cok kosong cok. El Hadji.
Rafinha. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Cheat. Anjing
Ended up in no
pelanggaran.
man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And he's had it nicked away. And the
Kasih
first
tolol
45
anjing.
minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Number 18,
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign.
Chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Messi. Kukçu. Xavi Alonso looking for a runner. Rijkaard is the guilty party there.
Aing pelanggaran wae si bro tak pelanggaran wae anjing.
Xavi Alonso. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. And he goes cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Rijkaard. Van Dijk.
Beckenbauer.
Robertson. And it's Azar.
Halal,
Rodri producing
anjing.
a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Referee has just said play on. Messi. It's
Nil-nil
Kukçu.
anjing hantam terus bos.
Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Knocks it out wide. Kukçu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Anjing.
Roberto Carlos. For Xavi Alonso. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's been won straight back. Searching pass he's played there. Kukcu. Rijkaard. Azar. Xavi Alonso. It's played through for him. Oh, what has happened here? Just the goalkeeper to beat. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Anjing nggak muncul.
Back into the middle. Now, can they get him away?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's a good run down the right. Rodri. Rudiger. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
Rudiger.
Over to the left. Good ball, good take. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, super ball.
Abelit anjing men teh.
Robertson. Azar. Rijkaard. Van Dijk. Opts for safety. Chiellini. Kukcu. Chiellini. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. And this is Azar. And this is Forlan.
Ah, tolol.
Gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And it's Olmo. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that is expertly dealt with.
Olmo.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Robertson. Chiellini.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And there goes the final whistle.
Finally,
So we finish
finally,
as we started.
last game is,
Try
last
as
game
they
is.
might, neither was
Anjing
able
lah,
to break through.
goblok.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely
And if you
outcome,
do
but
have a
we've had a...
Lost streak gini bro, anjing. Last game guys, last game guys. Yang terbeda, cok. Inter Miliaj Beckenbauer again, bosku. Duh, Robertson aing kunaon cuk. Oh, well play Robertson. Gimana ya sound backer bagus anjing. Aduh, tai. Anjing.
Well, football is of course
Kembali.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours
Dapat
it might
dua,
not
guys.
feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy.
Paling
This
beta
certainly
3-3
matters.
guys ini.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is
Yang sabi kalah
absolutely
guys
up
pasti,
for
guys.
it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Xavi Alonso writing himself into team folklore. It's career game
Right.
number 500 for him today, Jim.
Well, what an amazing career he's had, Peter. And I'm sure this won't be the last significant landmark he'll surpass. I think when it comes to consistency, this guy has set the levels.
Goretzka. And here's Batistuta. Stood up well to him there. Kukcu. It's Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. Rafinha. Rijkaard. Alvarez.
Aduh anjing. Kayaknya
Van Dijk.
susah guys main bergambuk tuh.
Getting too much time on the
13-1.
ball here. That is good pressing.
Rapat bener anjing.
Van Dijk.
Alvarez dijaga sama 3 orang anjing.
Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well played, well played. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Now it's Alvarez, and there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, what a climb!
Anjing.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Out to the left it goes. Kimmich, and that interception was most necessary. Still goalless at the moment.
Ah anjing goblok.
Now it's Batistuta. Aimed beyond the defence.
Batistuta really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Kukcu. And it's Azar.
Anjing.
Goretzka. And here's Batistuta. Played into space. Pass somewhat off target.
Goblok.
Xavi Alonso. Rafinha. Rafinha. Now it's Alvarez.
Alvarez.
And it's Kukcu. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Knocks it into charge, surely!
Anjing.
Goretzka. And it's Serginho. Strong running down that left flank. Not the most accurate pass.
Serginho.
Kimmich. Xavi Alonso. Azar. And it's Rijkaard. Kimmich. Rijkaard.
Anjing.
Referee's given a throw.
Serem ya guys.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Rijkaard.
Anjing.
And that has left him in a heap. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Dijk. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Serginho. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there
Yellow
was
card.
no way through. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. DiMarco. Chiellini chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Van Dijk. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Looking for options for movement. Kimmich did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too
Rapinya
much
tuh Mas.
traffic.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we
Absolute
remain
cinema.
where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the
Bener
first half.
anjing,
I wouldn't say it was the
Beckenbauer.
most potent performance, Peter, but defensively very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0. I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in the second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break. And we are back
Kena lewat
underway.
sayap bisa guys anjing.
So the first half brought no goals.
Beken bro.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Azar!
Anjing pak.
Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's
Beckenbauer.
great goalkeeping.
And Inter now could counter-attack. Spread it left. Back into the middle. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
How many? Just
It's the flank. Xavi Alonso. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Azar. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Chiellini. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here.
tengah nangis ini pakai
Chiellini. Di Marco. Chiellini. Xavi Alonso. Threads one in. Kopchu.
Xavi Alonso.
Serginho.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Rijkaard.
Fuck.
Driving forward. And it's Goretzka. Goretzka.
Goretzka.
Hazard. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Anjing.
Xavi Alonso touches it back. Kopchu. Kopchu. Goretzka. Over to the left. Now it's Hazard.
Anjing
Unai
pak.
Simon claims comfortably. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Hazard. He won't be happy with that one.
Rapat guys anjing. Kalau Pedro cu.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Rafinha. Number 9,
Goretzka.
Rapi.
Looking to run onto it.
number
Well,
22.
that is one way to stop him.
Bola shit.
That's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Number 18, Messi. Number 17, Federico Valverde.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Federico
He just needs to
Valverde.
find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Beckham looking to play it into the box. That is good strength. Can it show his cross? He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Seru.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Beckham! Oh, it's hit the post.
Inter really deserve full marks for effort, though. It's clear they want to win this.
Deschedure.
Doué. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Doué.
Messi. And it's Van Dijk.
Rapat bener Beckenbauer.
Marco. Chiellini.
Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Messi. It's Park Ji-sung.
Wah, anjing susah bener, Cuk.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Anjing lagi dan lagi, Bos.
Beckham. He came in hard, very hard. And that is as far as they're going to go.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Wah, si
And that
anjing.
is expertly dealt with. Goretzka. Doué is a player who barely needs an
Doué.
invitation to shoot. Well, the
Doué,
defence just
Doué.
about came out on top, but they were
There will
certainly
be 1
tested.
minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board.
Doué.
Finish!
Anjing.
Oh, what about that?
Sakit
Saved
bener,
up
guys.
for last.
Tolol
Well,
bet
Peter, they're
anjing.
trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Number 7,
Goblok. Ente, guys. Turun lagi divisi 3 anjing.
And we're done.
Oke lah guys, thank you guys.
An exciting
Nah, yaudah,
encounter
kita
where
GP.